everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and in this unboxing video we're going to be taking an in-depth look at two expansion boxes. One is specific to the Kickstarter, which is the Imperial Box you're seeing on the left-hand side. The opposite side has what's called the Heroes and Dungeons expansion box. Both of these are going to add a lot to Arena the Contest, and this comes from Dragori Games. Really excited to dive more into this universe, as the amount of content that was released in the latest Kickstarter to pick up is well beyond even what you're going to see here. So what I've already covered on the channel is the unboxing of the core, and now we're going to be looking at these two expansions, and just like I mentioned, that last Kickstarter even brought on more content in the future that I'm excited to see. So without further ado, let's go ahead, check out both of these expansions to help you make an informed decision as to whether these are something you'd like to pick up in the future. Here's a look at the components you can find inside the Heroes and Dungeons expansion box. It states on the box, meet the entertainment of building your dungeons and arenas with actual miniatures of walls, doors, and levers. If you enjoy team building and finding new strategies, get 12 new heroes from 6 different combat roles to the table, jumping the number of teams you can assemble from hundreds to thousands. Get a telepath that controls others, sorcerers of ice and fire, a necromancer healer, the Death Knight, and much more. When you remove the box lid for Heroes and Dungeons, you are going to be greeted by the exact same fantastic, similarly designed organizer as you saw in the original unboxing video I did for the core game. This comes from Game Trays. They were part of the Kickstarter, and man, is it awesome that they were. This really does help make a miniatures-based game so much easier to dig through when everything has their place and everything is already organized for you. It's not just a tray that just houses the miniatures for transport and then leads you to guess as to how everything else is going to get back in the box. You've got a solution the second you open the lid, and this is something I wish happened in every case, but only some cases get this kind of treatment, and it's absolutely awesome to see. So without further ado, now that I've kind of gushed over this organizer inside, because I mean, look at it, we're going to go ahead and take a top off of this thing and dig into some of the components found inside. Just before I take this cover out of the equation, I want to mention the fact that it does have some artwork on it. You can see it a little bit more with the light there, but there is a dragon imprinted on this, and it is bumped up. So it does have a nice ribbed feel. There's actual detail etched into this tray, and it's very, very high quality. All right, so what we got here is some punch boards we're going to have to punch out for the characters. We've got a whole pile of character sheets here. Underneath, you've got a spot for your cards on both sides with room to spare in certain spots as well. And of course, miniatures that are colored differently. That's another massive plus to a miniatures game, is easily identifying which miniature is which just based on a color. And then of course, if you want to paint them, go ahead and paint them. But if you don't, things are already easily recognizable when they hit the table. Underneath the top insert that we just went through and all the cards and miniatures, we have more miniatures, but this is going to help bring the game to life. This is going to have different size walls, doors, levers, all that good stuff. And to be totally honest, these are really nice, and being able to paint them up, they're really going to pop a lot of detail on them. As they stand by themselves, they're perfectly fine to use, as they're shaded with a nice general color that you can use pretty much with anything. But again, if you really put your painting hand to it, you could really make these things pop. There's different sizes. You can see there's one smaller size up here. Down in the corner, there's another of the smaller sizes that you can't see. We've got two doors right here. These are very nice looking doors. Definitely add to the atmosphere of the game. Again, you paint them up, they look even better than this. I'll show you the opposite one as well. And then over here in the corner, which is a bit harder to see, is two more just like the ones up here of this size. And down below over here, we've got some longer ones. And levers, of course. And that wraps up the unboxing for Heroes and Dungeons expansion box for Arena the Contest. Now let's check out the Imperial Box, the Kickstarter-exclusive box for Arena the Contest. Here is the front cover of the box. I'll go ahead and flip it over. We'll check out what's inside. This box includes more miniatures from the Kickstarter. You can see you also get 3 new heroes, and these 3 heroes are going to come with their character sheets, cards, and tokens. You can also see you get a Diablo miniature, which is a huge miniature. We'll see once we open the box. The Dragon Avatar, and 26 villains. The very first thing you'll see when you open up this box is a letter to the backers of the project that allowed this to come to life. So this is a really nice token from Dragori Games, giving everyone a heads up and a thank you for what they were able to accomplish because of the backers. With the letter out of the way, the first thing we run into is some character tokens for those new heroes that come inside the box, as well as the cards for them down the bottom right, and the dashboards. We'll go through those cards and tokens and dashboards in a second, but first, let's check out the miniatures. And that's going to wrap up the unboxing of the Imperial Box and Heroes and Dungeons expansion. Really hope this helps you make an informed decision. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep on rolling solo.